right. Looking at the weekly, whole weekly candle just flipped bearish. Sheesh. To the daily. So let me see. Opening range gap is there. Yeah, we gapped higher. So the CEO of the opening range is right there. BB, BB to weekly fair value gap, weekly fair value gap, and everything in between a draw. We can get rid of that. What you mean, no blinds? BB to weekly fair value gap, W fair value gap, and everything in between a jaw. Oh, you're talking about this gap here? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been hunting it for 2 weeks now to see it play out. Yeah, I can see that definitely happening, for sure. On ES, we got the gap as well. And then on NQ, we got the gap, but I don't know if we get to it on NQ. We may, though, you know, it may happen. Let's see, though. First draw is the sell side. I'm looking at here. And then we got this low, but these are relatively equal to me. That low and that low. So we got that there. Look at YM. Oh shit. Yeah, YM is a little crazy. Never touched all-time high as of earlier this week. Yeah, I wonder what we do inside this weekly gap on YM. Probably just been expanding lower though, for the most part. Well, it just did yesterday. Let me do this actually. Like sell side here. Then we got some sell side here. Let's see. Market open up at 9:30 here. We got the first value gap right here. At 7 a.m. low here. 7 a.m. Market open. Took out the buy stop there. Sure, 1 minute change in the state. This is the manipulation higher. Inversion for value gap. Order block change in the state. There. We got a bunch of liquidity just sitting right here. We also got this volume imbalance right there as well. That's pretty decent. We got news that I don't know why all this popped up on my screen, but we got news at 10 a.m. So we're gonna see what that do too as well. Price just expanding lower. We had this run here. 9:30, we got the change in the state there. We're running with this candle at 9:31. Trade lower, change in the state. Immediate rebalance. Yeah. Heavy yesterday, heavy today. I think distribution is in. Yeah. Got the consolidation here on the 30-minute or 1 hour. You can see it here. So consolidation, manipulation. We got the distribution. So I'm either gonna. I mean, since we're already trading like pretty low, I mean, I could be a short seller to these areas here, but we're pretty low into the range. Even though the draw is still lower, I believe we're pretty low into the range. So I don't know if I want to chase this. We'll have to wait and see though. Apex got 80% off on their Eval, so y'all might want to see what they was talking about. 80% off. I wasn't able to grab more like I wanted, but now I can really get down to business and grab a few of them for sure. I'm not gonna lie, the move I'm low-key kind of like looking for. I did want to see some type of like retracement back up into the range, at least to like the CE of the open range gap. But you can see how deep we traveled from there, how far we expanded from there. Open range gap here. So we gotta see what news does. If news manipulates higher, then it'll probably set up like something to go lower to take out these lows, or if it continues to just drop and expand lower, then we'll just have to wait and see. Look how perfectly we lined up with that old new week opening gap right here. Look at the bodies, and then you see how the wick color outside of the actual like shaded area. Look at the body, they stay intact. That's pretty nice. Let's see. Excuse me. Looking at this wick to see if they would wanna use it there. We got SMT. Definitely got an SMT in price. So we'll see though, we'll see. we had the SMT. So look, we're looking at the old week no opening gap SMT. If price would have, before taking out this sell side here, if price would have gave us like, you know, a closure below these consecutive up close candles, that would have been a change, order block, put it like that, an order block. This would become your proportion block here, and it would have been a solid entry there. So if something presented itself like this, say I was able to get a re-entry right here, stop loss there, first target, I'll probably just target this as a whole, but as you can see, price just expanded lower, taking out the sell side. So the draw is lower, but like, .75 over that wick. Yeah, we headed straight to it. Hey. Let's see what happens here. The low from 2 p.m. Wednesday. The low from 2 p.m. 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Where's the 2 p.m. low? This is 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Oh, this is 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Okay. We didn't take it out on ES just yet, but we got it on NQ. Okay, we took out these lows as well here. Got that small little tiny volume imbalance. New 5-minute candle just opened. I low-key like that. but price moving extremely quick. So yeah, price is moving extremely quick right now. I'm not in this trade, by the way. Not yet, at least. The rejection block from the 15-minute, as you can see right here. Looking at that. Target. Let's see. Oh, we had this 1 minute bullish for value gap here. Oh, right there. Okay. It still might be good though. Let's see. Oh, gotta do this for sure. There we go. All right, stop loss gonna get hit on this one, but be good. All right. This is probably too low into the range. Most definitely too low. Screenshot that. Yep. Too low into the range. Download. Actually, let me do this instead. We got the run on stops here. Inversion fair value gap there. Changing the state there. See what ES is doing. ES did the same thing, right? Or no? Kinda, but it's a little different. This should become breakaway gap then. Immediate rebalance. Alright. You could target the first fair value gap. Yep, we could target the first fair value gap. It will take it here at the immediate rebalance, so we'll go there. Stop loss. This is breakaway gap here. It will do that there. We're on the eval, so I'll add one more. Like that there. We'll put stop loss. Hmm. 5 minute there. Oh, look at that. So let's see it on the 5 minute. If we close above, that'll be nice. We'll just put stop loss under this gap for sure. So I'll stop there. Yeah, that's my mistake. I shorted this too much into the range. Not saying that it still can't trade lower from this area, but this is just like a amateur short. So we took the entry at the immediate rebalance of this candle here. Factoring this as a breakaway gap. So a bag. We'll see. We get above here. We got a breaker. High, low, higher, high. So 2 minute looks like. Let's see if ES gets above this here. We got above it there on ES. I mean on NQ, but not ES just yet. So stop loss is definitely gonna go under the breakaway gap low. And then if we get an immediate rebalance with the next candle, I'll add another one and then we'll target the first fair value gap and then call it a day. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah, I would target this since it's in a premium. If we can trade to a premium, that'd be nice. I'm gonna add one more here at the old new week opening gap. Stop loss is gonna go under the CE of the old week new opening gap. So we took an entry based off this quadrant here, and we're just gonna target that there. Buy stop, we'll put it here. That's cool right there. That's all we need. This little portion, that'll be decent. And then so let's see chat. I understand we are in the 5 minute. We are in this 5 minute gap as well. So let me mark this out actually. You said the CE of the 15 minute. Yeah, I can see that happening. I can see that. Let's see. If we can get to the CE, we can tap into that lower quadrant, the lower portion of the first fair value gap. We could, but let's see. I'm gonna mark that out as well, low key. This bullish order block, the consecutive down close candle should send price higher You got the immediate rebalance, so it's better if it doesn't even tap into it, but it still can. But as you can see there, so that may be all, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that may be all they was gonna give us. We'll wait and see though, but we'll most likely take the stop loss. Yeah, we'll most likely take the stop loss. This gap here, they may be done with it. Yeah. We got this 5-minute CB acting as inversion, so let's see if that's enough to send price higher. Should send price higher from here now. I don't mind doing a market order either. So another immediate rebalance on the 5-minute right there, as you can see. Immediate rebalance. So let's see if this will send price higher or if it'll just fall from the gap. Gonna move stop loss to about, we'll go stop loss break even, bro, because if it's gonna deliver, it shouldn't come back down here. Or we'll at least just put it under that low. Under that low is fine. You feel me? That way, keep the losses pretty small. Looking like it's about to shit on me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But guess we'll just see. Where's the first fair value gap on ES? Let me see. First fair value gap is here on ES. So if that's the case, I mean NQ may wanna trade just a little bit more higher than expected, maybe. Let me look at this range here. We got this range here, so we got this premium gap there. Yeah. 15-minute. Yeah. I ain't trying to overdo my welcome anyway. I just took a loss, so we'll just chill. If I was on a funded, I would have took some of this already, but since I'm on the eval, kind of gotta let stuff play out, you know. Gotta let it play out. We got 30 seconds inside this 15-minute candle. I wonder what this next candle is gonna do. Hopefully we can hit my target on the open. We open up and hit my target, and I'll be cool with that. Yeah, so hopefully we open. If we can open with the next, like now, open, expand higher, then that'll be solid. I don't want to get like edged, you know. $15-minute CE there. I know it could tap into the first. It could reach into the first fair value gap. If it could do that, it could definitely stab into it. Just like that. Oh. What? Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, we got the accounts back. Now we back in profit a little bit. So this short right here I took. This was just like a. This happens to me a lot, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like this is something I can say happens a little often. So this is just like this setup is just too good, right here. SMT. It's like it's like an immature setup. I feel like. You feel me? We too short. We too deep into the range. Like even though we could be heavy right here, but the probabilities of that happening is not likely, given the fact that it's a low probability trade setup. Let's just say that, because it could still play out, but it's just low probability since we already swept the sell side here. I think on ES we didn't even sweep the sell side, so we had the SMT. We had the SMT. We traveled back above the new week opening gap CE, right? We traveled back above the new week opening gap CE. We got a change in the state here, as you can see with this candle change in the state. We got it here. So this was just an amateur short. That's all that was, bro. So that's my bad on that. My bad on that setup, chat. I ain't mean to. Hope y'all ain't lose any, money or anything like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the delivery wasn't the best. This is like that slow jagged movement I be talking about. So I expect like a low resistance liquidity run to run this out here, at least to this low, and then let it do what it do. But we got the accounts back in profit on NFP. So we good now. Get a little bit more buffer. Get a little bit more buffer, then I can start to add real size to these evals and then get those passed. So Apex got the little, they got the discount going on for like 80%. So what I'll do is, I have till August 18th. To get those accounts. So what I think I should do is, I think I should just pass these two and then buy like 3 more. Well, I might have to buy a few more for my homeboy who lives in a different country. So buy 2 for him, and I'll just buy 1 more for me. Put it like that. 150K is cool, I guess. Yeah, that's solid. Funded, that'll be solid with Apex. Wait, how many accounts can you get with Apex? Does anybody know in the chat? Can't you get like 10 accounts with Apex? 10? Right? Oh, my phone died. I think you can get about 10 accounts with Apex. 20? The short you took is okay, but we got no more liquidity on that low anymore. Yeah, that, like I said, the short was okay. 30? You can get 30, bro. What? He's lying. You're lying, bro. You're capping, bro. They not doing that, bro. You capping, bro. No way. This short wasn't bad, but like I said, we just too low into the range, and you want to be buying in a discount and selling in a premium. So we just too low into the range. Now if NQ continues to deliver higher, then that's kind of gonna like, I mean, I guess you could see this happening. We inverse this fair value gap. So narrative is bullish right now, I will say, on the lower time frames at least. We'll see what we do here with this CB here on the 15-minute. Also got this CB here on the 30-minute, and also got this. We don't have a CB here yet. But we'll just take that chat, call it a day. Yeah, the short wasn't bad, but definitely like an amateur short. For sure, definitely amateur short for sure. But we was able to mitigate, that entire loss plus more on top of that. So I'm grateful, You trade full time? No, I don't trade full time. I work a 9 to 5. The goal is to trade full time though. By next year, by next year though, for sure, for sure by next year though, or by the end of this year. I don't know. It just depends, what I do for the rest of the year. We got a decent amount of time left, so it all depends. But Patrick Patrick Willing got 20 accounts. Damn. So okay, I didn't know that. Damn, bro. I didn't know that. So I can buy hella accounts. Then I didn't know that. So got these two accounts, and then I'll get a few more for sure. Work on those. Yeah, that's a cheat code, bro. What the fuck? Apex is goated for that. Apex goated. I'm not gonna lie. I may just stick with Apex. I may not even use any other prop firm and just use Apex. What happened to my chat? Hold on. What the fuck? What just happened to my chat? I mean, my. Give me 1 second, chat. You saving your profits? Yeah. Yep. As soon as I start getting payouts, my payouts from these accounts and stuff like that, definitely gonna, heavily invest those and put them away, and that's how we gonna do it. Bro, what happened to my chat? Let me see. Give me 1 second. Where's my OBS? Why is it doing that? Bro, this shit just like glitched or something. It is what it is. So these were the entries here. These were the entries. Definitely, bro. I know better too. This is just an amateur short, bro. This is what I call chasing price. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's still a good short, it's an okay short. It's not an ass short. It's not a terrible short. We got the SMT, we got the order block, we got the OE new opening gap, consequent encroachment on our side. It's not an ass short, but it's just like we're too deep into the range, bro, and I know better, bro. So I kind of don't like this short. So that's what I'm not mad about it or anything like that. I just kind of don't fuck with taking a short. There's a low, so we'll bounce back. It's solid. Put this in the journal. So we ended the week off green. Started the week off negative in the accounts. We were down I was down like 500 in one of them and down like 400 in the other one. Monday, Tuesday we had Monday, Tuesday we had Monday we had 2 red trades. Tuesday we had Monday was a red day for sure. Tuesday was a red day. I caught a trade in the PM session though, but I still didn't end the day green, so that's a red day. And then we didn't take a trade Wednesday. We didn't take a trade Wednesday, but we took a trade yesterday, and then we took a trade today. So we got the accounts right back to back in profit. Who do you study for ICT? I study ICT for his concepts. I don't really watch anybody else. Yeah, I don't really watch anybody else for the most part. Only person I will say I would watch is Charmaine Trades. He's pretty good. And who else? Maybe Justin Werlin sometimes, but even though our model is like we trade the same way a little bit, we have a similar model. He's still like it's still a little different, you know. I got extra things added into mine, so like yeah, but I study ICT for the most part, but I don't study anymore, bro. I don't study. I may look back over my notes here and there. I may like look at my old, my old data, my old journal and shit, but I don't really study anymore, and I really don't back test either. I back test sometimes, but it's like rare now. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. I just finished 2022 mentorship. I don't know where to go from there. Any advice? Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. So, go to my YouTube real quick. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Yeah, bro. In my opinion, so you just finished 2022. So, I would go from. Is that the only playlist you watched? Because if I would watch the market I would watch the market maker. I would watch this here. Market maker Forex series. I would watch that for sure. I would watch um I did watch this here. I watched the market maker primer course, so I would watch this here. I would also watch core content month 1, core content month 2, core content month 3, and I stopped at core content month 4. I didn't watch anything after that. And I also watched ICT's 2020. Let me go to my notes actually. Yeah, that's the only one. Yeah, so I would watch if I were you, bro, to get like a basic understanding to be able to like basically take trades like this, because the 2022 model is okay, but it's not like, I'm not gonna lie to you, twin. I used to trade that, and you kind of got to know a little bit more. You know what I mean? So, and I don't even know why I don't know why he doesn't explain that in that series, but you kind of got you got to know a little bit more. But, can you unplug my flat iron? Whoa, hold on, bro. She left the flat iron plugged up. Jeez, crazy. Give me 1 second, twin. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so look, I would watch the Market Maker Forex series, Market Maker Primer series, and then you can watch core content month 1, 2, 3, 4. You can stop at 4 and be good, bro. Trust me. And then let me go to my notes on my phone. I got notes on my phone of what is what all you need realistically. Oh, 2024. So I watched these as well. I don't think I watched all of them, but I watched a lot of these videos. So like, as you can see, I watched this one here. I watched that one there. How to pick ICT, winning fair value gaps and order blocks. I watched that one there. I watched a little bit of the high resistance liquidity run. I didn't watch too much of the 2024, but I watched a decent amount. Like I said, you don't need everything. You don't need everything, but it will make you better. It will make you a better trader, a better price action reader. You feel me? You'll be able to understand where price action is navigating. And also, bro, I will say is just focus on the change in the state of delivery, bro. Your change in the state is what's gonna like focusing on the change in the state is what's gonna like it's gonna open your eyes up to how just an overall narrative, how price is actually delivering. So this would be your change in the state, which is your order block. So focus on that, and yep, like bro said, shimming, like he said, focus on the draw and liquidity as well. The- That's super important in my opinion. So, um, yeah, man. So low resistance. Yep, facts. All that should be inside the. Actually, low resistance is inside the 2023 mentorship. Actually,
Hello, traders.
oh no. I believe it's inside this here. Wait, is it the 2025? No, it's here. Oh yeah, okay. So I watched this one here, standard deviation one. Um, where is it at? Um, opening range gap mitigation. That's a good one. It's only 2 minutes long, but you can watch that as well. Um, this is important. New week opening gap. That's important. So these two videos right here, those are pretty important. Um, where's the high resistance real quick? Where is that at? Wait, is it not in 2023? Guess it's not in. Where would it be, bro? Cause I just watched that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did end up watching that video. Like, I watched it like a couple days ago, just to refresh my memory. I think I watched it like Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. Oh, here we go. How to identify high resistance liquidity. It's 2 hours long, but this video right here, bro, this will let you know when you need to trade and when not to trade for sure. Like, this video right here, bro, this is a powerful video, bro. How to identify high resistance liquidity run conditions. Identify high resistance, my bad, high resistance. I watched a little bit of this as well. NQ, high resistance liquidity tape reading. What else? Yeah, that's it. Pretty sure that's it. How to avoid seek and destroy. This is good. This is a good video right here too. So it's not a lot, bro. It's really not a lot, but it can get done though. You know. So these two videos. So go to the 2024 mentorship and watch video number 33. So you can write it down or you can take a screenshot. I'm off, bro. Have a good weekend. Appreciate you, bro, for stopping through. You too, bro. Appreciate you a lot, bro. So I would watch. So watch video number 33. Watch video number 28. Watch this 28. It's just a decent amount. It just depends on what you feel like you want to like, what you feel like you need to know. You know what I mean? Because every question you have in your head, every question you ask yourself, bro. Okay, bet, yeah, screenshot it, yeah. Every question you ask yourself in your head or something, I can guarantee you he talks about it in, this mentorship here. So, yep, this would be a good trade scenario here. I can guarantee you we didn't reach into it on ES. Yep. So we got an SMT on ES and NQ. So this is going to drive price lower in my opinion. And this is a premium. We're in a premium based on the range from this high to this low. So as you can see, anything above the 0.5 level is a short. Anything above this here is a short. So right now, this would be a good short. We already tapped into the order block here as well. So we have the immediate rebalance. So this may be a bag a bag is a breakaway gap. I'm in the short right now. Yeah, I think this is a good short, given the fact that look at the higher time frame here. Oh, we have this 15-minute bullish fair value gap right there. So I would be a little careful right there. I would be a little careful, you know. But I honestly think, still the narrative, I still think they want to bring price lower. But you feel me? This was the best short entry up here. So let me get rid of that there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. This was the best short here at this order block here, at this changing state. So you had 1 opportunity, 2 opportunities, 3 opportunities, 4 opportunities, 5 opportunities to get in on this order block, and then we got this reaction here. But we're inside this 15-minute bullish fair value gap, and we're testing the new week opening gap up a parameter. So I would just be just a little bit careful, because they could want to, bring it back up, then it could just be consolidation, or they can deliver it, or they can just do one single expansion lower, but I would just be just a little careful, not add too much risk to this, given the fact that we have all this movement. We had this up here, and I don't know if I did say this could be the target in a low resistance manner, but this isn't really like, I guess this is low resistance, I would say. You know what I mean? It's not like crazy back and forth. It just, we got this retracement here, then we had the expansion. So I still think that this is the target. The old new week opening gap CE could be a target. We got this fair value gap that's in a discount, that could be a target. You got a lot of areas. This gap here, that could be a target. This rejection block, that could be a target, and this sell side, and then we have this sell side here. So just partial that 50%. Nice. Stops at break even, and then see what the rest does. See if it trades lower, and if we put in like a swing, if we put in like another PD array or a swing high inside this range we're in right now. So I'll just do it from the implied range. So we'll just say from here, right? This is the implied range right here, from this low. So, this is not a breakaway gap. This is we tapped into that gap there. Okay. This is the institutional order flow entry drill there. So yeah, let's see if this puts in a swing high, right? We put in a swing high here, then we get like a bearish candle to trade lower, and you could trade those stops there, and then just keep letting it do what it do, Also, you can watch. You already partialed off 50, and you probably at break even, so you're most likely good no matter what. So good shit, bro. That's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Look at the 2 minute. We got the immediate rebalance on the 2 minute already with this candle here and this candle. So I'm not really expecting anything higher than this. I wouldn't expect them to trade back up into this. They can, but I don't see them doing it, just based on the price action we have here. But anything can happen, Test that order block again. This could be a little wicky. Given the fact that we do have this gap right here. See this gap on the 15 minute? So let's see if they bring it inside this gap, or if they leave it open. Look at that tap right there. take the high on ES, right? We take that high on ES, but we didn't take it on NQ, right? We didn't take it on NQ. So we got a small little tiny SMT. That SMT should take price lower if it's going to continue. If we're really bearish right now and we want to see lower prices, this should take price lower. So we should be good. Definitely should be good. Yep, this should send price lower, just like that. Low hanging fruit, if you were to get the entry up here or even here, I would say low hanging fruit would be right there, and then everything else is pretty much like balanced for the most part. We do have this small little tiny gap, but that's not like anything that's like, you know. So this is nice right there. You got this order block. You got that there. So love the analysis just going to let this one rock to C11 expansion lower. That's nice. Yep. So I will say, when the new candle opens, when this closes, I would just take, you know, depending on how this opens, I would just grade the wick, because wicks are gaps. So I would just grade the wick depending on where it's at, depending on, cause this is a pretty large wick, I would say. This is a pretty large wick. So I would just grade the wick and see if we I would see if we even reach the 0.5 or if we fail to reach it. You know what I mean? If we fail to reach the 0.5, then that's your signature that, you know, price is heavy. Price may want to continue lower. You feel me? Or if we just 1 hour opens, or if we just, you know, have a small little tiny little wick and then we just melt, that'd be even better for you. But yeah, the SMT right there should, yep, send price lower. What do? We trade lower. If I didn't take this here, this short, I mean, yeah, if I didn't take this short entry here and I caught this long and then seeing what happened, I would be in this trade too, but I limit myself to 2 trades max. 2 trades max is all. That works out for me. Anything after that, I kind of don't feel good about it. So we took out that low like expected. I caught this out. I caught this low out up here before they even had the model form. So this is that slow jagged movement I was talking about. Slow jagged movement. Price usually runs, you know, stuff like this, like in a low resistance type liquidity run in most cases. This is not, this, the 1 minute looks a little ugly, but it's not that bad. If you look on the look on the 3 minute time frame, you see we just kind of get there. 15 minute. We didn't inverse this 15 minute. We didn't inverse it. If we would inverse this, I would be more confident that this would want to trade lower. It still could, but we didn't inverse it. Let me see what the one. You got that small little tiny wick I was talking about. So it may just give you like a straight forward move lower and give you that expansion. So just like that. Just like that. It's pretty nice right here, man. This is a pretty nice. The way price respecting the PD arrays. Yep, look at that. That's pretty nice right there. old Newey Gap CE. Yep. But it is 10 o'clock my time. I don't know how long I've been streaming. My shit kind of messed up right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why it's doing this. Like this is kind of crazy. I don't know what. I don't know why it's I don't know why my chat just full screen like that. But we just gonna call it a day, chat. We'll be back. Let's see what happened. Let me see what's Monday. This could change over the weekend, obviously, but Monday we don't got shit, bro. Monday there's nothing. Okay, we have news on Tuesday. Wednesday we don't have nothing. Thursday we get some shit going on. Friday we got some shit going on. So Monday looking like we'll have to wait. We'll have to see what happens during the PM session. But so you got this order block right here on the 2 minute. This is your order block, and this becomes your proportion block because it's inside of this order block. So let's see if this wick here holds up, or if we did enough. Now we expand higher. Have a good weekend. As soon as this trade is done, going to enjoy my weekend. Yep. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for stopping through. Appreciate you for commenting and talking to a young nigga. You feel me? Yeah, I'll see y'all next week sometime. If I do trade the PM session today, I'll let y'all know as well. I may stream that, or I may just do a live recording. It just depends on what I'm doing, how I'm feeling at the time. But if I do decide to take a trade in the PM session, I might spark up another one. I'll let you guys know. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, man. I'll see y'all next week.